All right, my people, I am back again. I am back 3 hours to the kickoff, or 3.5 hours roughly to kickoff. Yeah, and I'm back with the exclusives. Hey, my dear friend, relax, take it easy. Like I said before, we are kick-starting our season. Chelsea, we are kick-starting our season. We are using Blackburn Rovers to kick-start our season. Why? Because the next 5 games in the Premier League, we must win all those games. They are going, many pundits have said that those are tough games to come before Christmas. Many have said that, starting with Tottenham on Monday night football, right? Yeah, many have said that those are tough games. And that is why when Chelsea was losing games against teams like Nottingham Forest and stuff, everyone was like, hey, you better win these games because there are tough games ahead. Most pundits said, oh, Chelsea had the easiest games from the beginning of the season. But they forgot to state that we play Liverpool. The first match of the season was against Liverpool. Was Liverpool a cheap or easy game to play? Because of maybe 6, 7 other games or 5 games with middle, league teams, they now assume and they began to say that, oh, Chelsea must win all these games. They're supposed to win all these games because the next games before Christmas are going to be tough. What are those tough games? We played draw against Liverpool. We played draw against Arsenal. As a matter of fact, Arsenal games, we gave it to them. We dashed them. It was like a gift to Arsenal. Because someone like me, I'll be happy to see Arsenal winning the league instead of Man City winning it. Or even Liverpool. So, we played that drawn game. That 1 point that Arsenal took from us, I said it and I'll repeat it again, could be the game changer for Arsenal on the last match day of the season. Yeah, and I mean it. So for me personally, we played drawn against Arsenal, we played drawn against Liverpool. Next Monday, it is Tottenham. And I believe, just as we play against Liverpool, we play against Arsenal, we are going to equally play our normal game against Tottenham. From there, we'll move to Newcastle. We'll play Manchester United. We'll play Manchester City. The same level. We just have to up our game a little. Tighten our defense. Avoid mistakes. All we need to do is to avoid mistakes. Because against Arsenal, it was a mistake that cost us that much. Yeah. My friend, today is Blackburn Rovers, EFL Cup, right? Yeah. But before I go to, let me put it this way. I have a mixture of news. And I'll start from John Terry. John Terry has been comparing the team of his age and the current squad. And he gave inside information about how they got motivated to win games. Even when the coach feels like they are not performing, the way the coach motivates them. Like Jose Mourinho. The way Mourinho can pinch them. Mourinho can pinch you to get the best out of you. Mourinho can... Listen to John Terry. Listen to what he has to say. Just listen to him yourself. John Terry. Yeah. Our legend. Legends of legend. John Terry, this is what he has to say. Mourinho, did this possession game where me and Gas are playing the ball into midfield. And there is no space to play. But you had to go through midfield to get the other third. Me and Gas, that's Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill is Gas. Me and Gas, or Gaze, Cahill, are feeding it in. It is getting intercepted. From defense, the ball was being intercepted. They were playing from behind. Jose want to play attacking football from behind. And anytime he and Gary Cahill try to pass the ball through middle, they are being intercepted. It's not working. And Jose was insisting that is the system he want to play. Now listen. Me and Gaze are feeding it in. It is getting intercepted. We are conceding goals. And he stopped the session. And Jose Mourinho stopped the formation. They were conceding goals. They were beginning to lose games. And Jose stopped the formation. Now listen next. He said, I am the captain. And Gaze is the vice captain. We just won the league the year before. And he goes. That's Jose Mourinho comes to them. Mourinho goes to them. He said, you two, you can't fuck off. He said, you two, you can fuck off. Jose telling them like this. Jose Mourinho walked to them. He and Cahill. He was a captain. Cahill was assistant or the vice captain. And Jose walked to them. You two, you John and Cahill, you can fuck off. Fuck off! That was Jose's word to them. I will go and sign Varane and another top defender in the world for £100 million. And you two can sit on the bench and watch them. Me and Gaze are like, fuck hell. We won the league last year. We couldn't believe it. He said he and Gary Cahill, they were like, fuck hell. We just won the league last season. And with the same coach, with the same man. Now he's threatening us that he's going to bench us and he's going to spend he's going to tell the owners to buy £100 million Varane. But then he was in Real Madrid. And another defender, 100 million, and he will bench them. John Terry said he looked at Gary Cahill and he told himself, fuck hell. Fuck hell. Me and Gaze are like, fuck hell. We won the league last year. We couldn't believe it. Jose was trying to get the best out of them. Now listen to what happened next. Then we look at each other and thought, game on. Come on, Jose, bring the game on. Whatever you want, we are ready for you. Bring the game on. Let's see if you are going to prefer us to continue to play for you or you're going to bring in £100 million defender. Bring the game on. Bring on, Jose. Bring on. He said, I promise you for the rest of the season, all me and Gaze did was kick absolute lumps out of everyone. They now walk to Jose and say, look, I promise you for the rest of the season, you're going to see what is going to happen. If you still have the mind, the heart to bring in those players that you mentioned that you're going to pay 100 million to bring in, let's see. Between now and the end of the season, we promise you that. That is what Jose did to John Terry said to Jose Mourinho. And from then, even in training, he said, all me and Gaze did was kick absolute lumps out of everyone. The level in training went up. And the new players went, oh my God. The new players in the squad, they were like, oh my God. He's just battered the captain and vice captain. He's in charge. He is in charge. He just battered the captain and the vice captain. He is in charge. Afterwards, he put his arm around me and Gaze, walking off the pitch, and said to us, that's why you are my captain and vice captain. After they won the next game, Jose now walked to them and put his arm around both of them. You know, John Terry and Cahill put his arms around them. And he told them, this is why you both are my captain and my vice captain. What a way to get the best out of your players. By the way, not every player can take that. Not every player can withstand those kind of statements. Not every player, especially players of today, they want to be pampered. They are not like the players of old that can take the heat from the coach, that can take all the schooling. Players of today, once you try to correct, you will try to say something, they begin to rebel. But John Terry and Gary Cahill, they took that in good faith. It was a challenge to them. And anyone who knows Jose Mourinho very well knows that his style of getting the best out of players is by provoking them. He provokes the player to anger and gets the best out of them. And that is why he develops a siege mentality in players. Every coach has his way. Now, what is John Terry trying to say here? When players are underperforming, and you know their capability and their ability, a coach must have a strategy of getting the best out of that player. When the team is flopping, you know that this team is supposed to be doing better than they are doing. A coach must have a strategy in getting the best out of that team. And Jose's strategy might be different for Pochettino. But tonight, I want to see Pochettino do something different. I don't want to see the usual Pochettino. I want to see Pochettino do something different from that bench when the going gets tough. Listen to me, my dear friend. I brought out this for you to understand. Mentality of players matters a lot in games. When they said this game is a must win, assuming we have that mentality against Arsenal, we wouldn't have lost that game. Even when the game became 2-1, when it became 2-1, if we had the mentality of must win game, Sanchez as a goalkeeper, it's true that he avoided the red card by not bringing down the last attacker because we were already losing by 1 goal. But that first goal wouldn't have even come if we have that mentality that this is Stamford Bridge and it is a must-win game. A must-win game. Okay, coming to Brentford. Yeah, it was Brentford rather. We were already losing. But against Arsenal, we were leading. The second goal would have come in. But against Brentford, we were already losing. So Sanchez made the right decision by not receiving the red card for that. By not bringing down the last attacker. But against a team like Arsenal, where we were leading and we were winning the game, even when we were losing, when it became 1-2-1, when Arsenal scored their first goal, the second goal wouldn't be permitted by John Terry or Gary Cahill. They would have defended that to the core. In as much as it's Stamford Bridge, they would have defended that to the core. I don't know why I'm saying this tonight. It's already late here. It's after 10 p.m., 11 p.m. here. But tonight's game, like I said, Chelsea, we have to kickstart our game, our season from tonight. Yeah. We have to kickstart our season from tonight. Me and Gaze are like, fuck hell, we won the league last year. We couldn't believe it. That is it. That is it. John Terry on Obi-Wan podcast. If you want to verify this statement, go to Obi-Wan podcast. You get this statement John Terry made over there. And as you can see the picture there, John Terry and Gary Cahill. Yeah. All right. To other news. I think there is still a problem with the balance really in the Chelsea midfield. Yeah. I would still like to see the team revolving around Enzo Fernandez rather than Caicedo. I think Enzo needs to be the first outlet when the ball goes into midfield. At the moment, that's not really happening too often. Caicedo brings slightly different things to the table. But I think in the possession of the ball, you really want Enzo there rather than Caicedo. Caicedo is a destroyer. He can get around the pitch. Maybe they will be better off using him as more of a box-to-box player or consistently as number 2 in the in-between. Now, the problem is Chelsea have been in an identity crisis ever since the main core left. Chelsea have been in an identity crisis ever since the main core left. The reality is that core was never built to go beyond 2017. 27 title win. And for the fourth, we were beginning to show with the 10th place finish and then finish outside the top 4 when Terry left. That's when John Terry left. To constantly recycle success, you need the next generation of a team pre-built. That is my take. Let me end here and let's wait for the game. After the game, I will come for my post-match reaction. I'll see you when you see me next. Remember to bet tonight. It's bet winner. And my promo code is TIM1979. TIM1979. I'll see you at the other side when you see me. Shalom and peace.